It's now time for closing statements. Based on the order Wendy chose to go last, so we will start with Goddard and then go to Tim, Rick, Mark, and finish up with Wendy.
John, how long are you allotting?
1 minute.
1 minute. So my priority is to make sure that we can have civil dialogue between each other. You know, when I first served, much to my surprise, I got seated in an area that was surrounded by Republicans. I was really nervous, but it was actually one of the best things that happened to me because we held each other accountable and we had conversations in good faith. They'd ask me hard questions, I'd ask them hard questions, and we would actually do good work. And they became some of my closest friends. You know, I think that if we don't retain that ability to have good conversations in good faith, we're not going to be able to get good policies created. My goal is to continue advocating for raising the minimum wage, providing paid family leave, and creating more opportunities for accessing safe and affordable housing. And I want to make sure that I can bring my experiences as a trooper and a former legislator back to Montpelier to serve Windham County as your senator. So I'm asking for your support on November 8th. And thank you all for your time. And thank you again to the Rotary and John for moderating and putting this together.
Thank you. Tim.
Thank you. Quickly crossing out things because I was expecting 2 minutes. I heard a quote the other day that I really loved. Abe Lincoln once said, "I don't like that man. I must get to know him better." And this really hit me because it kind of grasps my perspective that you really need to be responsible for your own reactions when you're dealing with somebody who has a different point of view from you. I learned this a lot on the select board, and I believe that there's always common ground to use as a base for doing what's right to move forward in any kind of conflict. You just build from there. I think I would like to ask for you to vote for me in November or before, because ballots are going out next week, I believe. And it comes down to who do you want to represent you? Who do you trust? Who has the ability to take information and move forward with that? And Vermont House has 5 independents, and you have a very good one here in Laura Sibilia. I think the Senate deserves 1 independent, and I would be proud to be that independent for you and the Vermont Senate. Thank you.
Thank you. Rick.
Thank you. Thank the Rotary for the opportunity here. I ask for your vote as a Republican. I also have a fellow friend of mine who's working. He's not here tonight, but he's actually an active candidate, so he had a health concern. I ask you to vote for Rick and Rick. The reason is because the supermajority in Montpelier is dysfunctional. Nader talked about getting along with and benefiting from interaction with the Republicans around him in the seating in the House. That's exactly what I'm proposing we need in the Senate. And so I would like to offer myself as a candidate to do that. I stand on integrity of character, compassionate heart, and thinking and focusing on the posterity for the future. That's my theme. And so I ask for your vote.
Thank you. Mark.
Well, I didn't bring my reading glasses. 1 minute. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I'm about to enter, so help me God. And I found it very amusing that somebody hacked into the system. That means upholding the Constitution to the letter. It doesn't mean non-citizens voting. It doesn't mean supporting our democracy. I don't know why Rick's encouraging people to vote for Rick, because he's not here and he hasn't run at all. And he also said he wanted to step out of the race. But
your time, Mark.
God bless America. I hope things change. I hope that people wake up a little bit.
Thank you. Wendy, final words.
Okay, thank you very much. And thanks to Rotary for putting this on. I'm a believer in good government. Good government means it's inclusive. Well, whenever I do any sort of project or begin anything, I make sure that those who I think will be opposed to it are at the table. That's critical. I'm proud to be endorsed in this election by individuals and organizations I respect, including the Vermont Conservation Voters, Let's Grow Kids, VPIRG, and the Vermont NEA. I am running as a Democrat. I want to be in the room. I think I can get a lot more done as a member of the majority party than I could as an independent. And my values are consistent with the Democratic Party. I'm focused on the future. I really want to hear from you. I want to hear your ideas about where Vermont is heading. And actually, this has been really helpful to me. All of these forums we've had have been super helpful. So I look forward to stations. I ask for your vote on or before November 8th. Thank you.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank our candidates for participating tonight and thank the audience for coming here both by Zoom or live. So thanks everybody so much.